So I told you guys a few videos ago that I want to start doing some other Lego theme videos, and this is going to be one of those. Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we are ranking every Lego Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings set. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment down below if you want to see me rank any other Lego themes, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more. So Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit have very quickly become like a big passion of mine. I watched them as a kid and I hadn't rewatched them until like a couple months ago, and I just instantly fell back in love with them. I had like vague memories of them from when I was a kid, but rewatched the movies and they have very, very quickly climbed the ranks of my favorite movies of all time. So at the very least, Lord of the Rings ones. The Hobbit ones I liked, but they're not quite there. Like the Lord of the Rings are S tier, Hobbits like B tier. Um, but some of these sets from The Hobbit are really nice. So let's get right into this tier list. We're going to start off with the Hobbit sets, then we're going to get into the Lord of the Rings ones, then we're going to get into the modern Lord of the Rings sets, mostly the icons ones here. So we're going to get right into the tier list. Similar to the last video, I do have to have Brickset open for these because I'm not the most familiar with what minifigures and all that come in these sets. So if you do see me glance over, that is why. But the first set here, we have Riddles for the Ring. In the same manner, I'm not as familiar with the names of the sets, especially the Hobbit ones. Some of these, like, they just kind of blur together in my head, or like I don't know the exact name. Like this is just the barrel set to me, and this is the Goblin King set. I don't know the actual names, but this is Riddles for the Ring is the first set for $10. You got Bilbo, you got Gollum, and you got like the ring. You got a little rock build. I mean, it's pretty nice. I think this is a solid B tier set. It was a good deal for the time, and you get a couple nice figures with it. Like I mean, you get the main character, you get the ring, you get Gollum, who like isn't as big in the Hobbit, but big antagonist in the Lord of the Rings movies. So if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, that would have been a great set to pick up at the time. But enough talking about the cheapest, smallest set on this entire list. So next set we have is, I believe this is Escape from Mirkwood Spiders here. It looks like you get a few elves. I believe you get Legolas there and a few dwarves. So this set has a nice figure lineup. I think you can go top of B there. Um, like I said, you get Legolas. This one gives you Killy and Philly, and then Toriel. That was the other elf. I was blanking on her name. I was like, oh, what's her name? I probably look dumb right now. But I'll be honest, I don't remember all the dwarf names. But this set has some nice figures. Build is whatever, but for $30 at the time, not bad at all. Almost like a battle pack now, except they're all unique characters. Next set is Attack of the Wargs. This set you get looks like you get Thorin, you get Bifur, a couple orcs, and Yazneg. So, like I said, I am not familiar with all of these characters' names besides like the main ones, obviously. Like I know Thorin, but good figure lineup overall. This set can also go in B tier. Next set we have is An Unexpected Gathering. This set, I did really, really like it as a kid and wanted it really bad. This was like the one big set that I wanted. This is the one that I didn't end up getting, but I think, I don't know. I feel like I ranked these. Did I rank these other ones too high? I think I'm going to bump these down a little bit and put this in B tier because having this in the same tier as these doesn't feel right. Um, yeah, I mean, these sets are just so stacked. Like if this was a Star Wars yearly tier list like I do a lot of, like some of these sets could be a lot higher. But like the quality of this is just so high. Like having this, if I have these in B tier, I'd have to put this A tier, and then I'm like thinking, am I putting this and the New Shire in like the same tier or like right next to each other? Like, no, I'm not doing that. So like that's why I have to bump those down. The next set we have is Barrel Escape. You get Bilbo, you get a couple elves, and you get Gloin and Oin in this one. This is a set that I do own. It has a pretty fun play feature on it. I think I'll put it in B tier right behind the Shire there. The last set we have here for the first wave of The Hobbit is the Goblin King Battle. This is another set I got back in the day. You get a few dwarves. Let me just fact check their names. We get Dory, we get Nori and Ori, and then we get a few goblins. You get the Goblin King Big Fig, which is really cool, and you get Gandalf. I highly doubt you can see it, but it's that set's back there on that shelf. It's behind a tie interceptor currently. I've been reorganizing my stuff. But this set, I do really like it. I think I'll put it in A tier for now. That might get moved later. The next set we have on this list is the Dol Guldur Ambush. You get a couple goblins and you get Biom, which, I mean, this set does connect with another set later on this list, but I mean, this set on its own, it's not great. You get like one good figure and a couple goblins, which aren't anything too special. You get a million of those in these sets, but I think that's going to be our first D tier set on this list. It's just not super exciting to me without its companion set. The next set we have is the Mirkwood Elf Army. We get a couple elves. You get Thranduil, which is a incredible figure. This is probably one of the best elf figures they've ever made, and a couple orcs. I think I love that Thranduil figure. I think I'm going to put that in B tier just off of that. The next set we have is the Lake Town Chase. You get the Mayor of Lake Town. You get a Lake Town Guard. You get, looks like Thorin, Bilbo, and Bard. The Master of Lake Town, not the Mayor of Lake Town. This set, I mean, it's kind of cool. I think it can go top of C tier. The next set we have is the other half, or I guess it's more than a half, of the other Dol Guldur set. We have the Dol Guldur Battle. You get Azog, Gandalf, a couple orcs. You get the Necromancer. So, I mean, this is kind of the first appearance of Sauron. And then you get Radagast. I mean, this set is worth like a ton of money now just because of Radagast. I do like this one. This one's really cool. I think I'll put that in A tier for now. Another one that might get moved down later. The Witch King Battle. This set was $15. You get Elrond, Galadriel, and the Witch King. Like, this thing's going in A tier. Like, the build could literally be nothing. This could be $15 for these three figs, and it would be A tier. Like, absolutely incredible fig lineup. Probably one of the best fig lineups we've seen in a cheap set like this across any theme in LEGO ever. Like, that's a ridiculous fig lineup. The next set we have is Attack on Lake Town. Now, like, these sets, like, this is just like half of this other set almost is what it looks like to me. I don't know. I have this one. I don't have this one. You get a couple orcs. You get, is that Legolas again? No, that's just, that's, oh, why do I keep forgetting her name? Toriel again. I don't know why I keep forgetting her name. Like I said, I've only seen these movies a couple times. I've seen the Lord of the Rings movies a lot more. So sorry if my, ball knowledge on those isn't as high, but you get Bard, you get his son, and then you get Toriel and a couple goblins or orcs. And this set, it's not great. This set can go here. Next set we have is the Battle of Five Armies. Like, this set should have been so much more. Like, it's the title of the movie. You get some great figures. I'll give him that. You get Thorin in his like king armor. You get Legolas. You get Dane. You get Bard. You get Azog. Like, great fig lineup. You get an eagle, but like the build is just like nothing. Like, I think this will go in B tier off of figs alone, but like that build is ugh. Last Hobbit set we have here is the Lonely Mountain. The only set that we've ever gotten Smaug in, one of the coolest dragons. You get Balin, you get Bilbo, you get Dwalin, and you get Fili and Killy. Pretty cool set. I mean, the build itself is like but like Smaug is just so cool, man. I think it's gonna go top of B tier. Like, the build is whatever, but like this thing, if Smaug wasn't in this set, it would probably be C tier. But Smaug alone brings it up like a tier and a half in my eyes, because it probably would be like mid C tier and it goes to top of B tier. So now we're into the Lord of the Rings sets. These sets are definitely a little higher quality, I would say. Some of them, especially compared to the later Hobbit sets. Like, this first wave here is actually pretty nice, but some of the other ones, the later ones, it feels like they got a little lazy on. So the first set we have here, I believe this is the Sorcerer Duel or something like that is what it's called. I forget. The Wizard Battle. I don't know why I was thinking Sorcerer Duel. The Wizard Battle for $12.99. You get a build. Who cares? But you get Saruman and Gandalf. It's not quite as good as the Witch King one, but I mean, it's close. Like, you get two of the most important characters in the entire story for $13. Like, it's a really cool set. Next set we have is the Council of Elrond. You get Elrond, you get Arwen, you get Bilbo, and you get Gimli. Incredible fig lineup. Like, I think you could make a legitimate argument that the Arwen and Elrond are better than the ones from the recent Rivendell set, and I honestly think they could be, to be honest with you. Mine, I have this set. It is unfortunately probably the most yellowed set I have when it comes to sun damage. This thing is like brown. Like these white pieces here are brown. I maybe can get it fixed eventually. Unfortunately, the figures are ruined too. If it was just the build that was kind of ruined, I'd be like, whatever. I'd probably just replace the figures in my new Rivendell with those. But I mean, I can't hold that against the set. It's a great set. The figures alone, it's probably similar to the Lonely Mountain there. Just the figures alone carry it pretty hard. Uh, I mean, I think I'm gonna swap these two. That makes more sense to me. Yeah, that I like that better. The Black Gate is the next set on the list. You get the Mouth of Sauron, you get Aragorn, you get a couple orcs, and you get Saruman. I mean, and you get an eagle as well. So, or no, that's Gandalf, not Saruman. That's an embarrassing mix-up. That's Gandalf. I'm just looking at this picture. It's late at night. My bad. You get Gandalf, Aragorn, and the Mouth of Sauron, and I mean, it's a cool set. This is one I'd like to see remade at a larger scale. I think I'll put this A tier. It's better than that one. Next up we have is the pirate ship ambush. You get a couple soldiers of the dead. You get Aragorn. You get Legolas. You get a couple pirates. Looks like a couple orcs as well. And you get Gimli. It's a really, really cool idea for a set. Unfortunately, without the extended editions, it's kind of just a whatever set. But I think it's going to go top of A tier. I was debating putting it in S tier. Pirate ships are really, really cool, but I think it's going to sit in the top of the A tier for now. The next set we have is the Gandalf Arrives. I believe this is the smallest set we have on this list here. We have Gandalf, Frodo, and his little cart. I mean, where did I put? I think it's better than that one. It's pretty much like the same concept, but like just a little, you get the main characters and not much else exciting. Next up we have is Shelob Attacks. You get Gollum, you get Sam, Frodo, and Shelob, of course. I mean, this set was $20. That's a pretty substantial build for $20 at the time. I think I'll put it right behind the Shire there. The next set we have is the Uruk-hai Army. Just for what this is, I think I'm going to put it S tier. Like, this is one of the sets that I picked up back in the day. I unfortunately didn't get Helm's Deep, but it's a set that I really want. There's rumors going around about a new one next year, but they're like not from a reliable source at all, so I'm not really holding them to any high regard. But this is a Lord of the Rings battle pack that we really need to see another one of. You get, I believe you get Éomer in this set. Am I right on that? Yeah, you get Éomer, a Rohan soldier, and 4 Uruk-hai. Like, for $30, if they re-release this today, I would buy like 10 of them minimum. Like, this thing is so cool. And you get like a little castle build. Like, the pieces in this set are also just very useful. Like, it's not, you look at Star Wars battle packs, a lot of them just kind of have like little tiny pieces to build like a speed or whatever. This thing has like a bunch of like bricks that you could use to make like a castle or something if you wanted to. It's so cool. Like, this thing is an easy S tier set, and it's probably it's a pretty small set to be making the S tier. Like the other sets that are going to be in the S tier are all probably bigger sets, and you guys can probably guess just based on what's remaining what I'm talking about, what's going to go in the S tier. But I mean, this set for what it represents is just like one of the best sets they've ever made. The next set is the Attack on Weathertop. This one, I believe you get, let me fact check this. You get Aragorn, Frodo, Merry, and 2 ring wraiths. Now, this is a set that would be kind of cool to see remade, but it has like a bunch of play features inside, which is kind of cool. I remember seeing this set as a kid. This is one that I did not get, unfortunately. I think I'll put it B tier there. It was always a cool set to see on the shelves as a kid, but I never ended up getting it. And like I said, I ended up going with more Hobbit sets, which I do kind of regret because a lot of these Lord of the Rings sets from back in the day to me now are way cooler. The Hobbit sets are still cool, but just not as cool as some of these classic Lord of the Rings sets are to me now, like say Helm's Deep or Weathertop or the Black Gate or the Pirate Ship or anything like that. The next set we have here is the Mines of Moria. Now this is a really, really cool set. I think I'm going to put it right behind the Pirate Ship in A tier. You get the Troll Big Fig, you get Boromir, you get some goblins, you get, I believe that's Pippin, you get Legolas, Gimli. I mean, it's just a really cool set. This is another one that I'd like to see made in the new icon style. It is just a really, really cool set. And I mean, I wouldn't, I know I keep saying that over and over, but like, I'd just love to see these sets remade. Like, we need a full wave of Lord of the Rings when the new Gollum movie comes out. Like, the Hunt for Gollum, I believe is what it's called. Like, we need a full wave. We got the theme kind of revived when the show, the Amazon show, I don't even remember, Rings of Power. I haven't watched it. I have heard it's awful. I don't care to watch it. We got the theme revived in general when that came out. We got the theme in the first place when the Hobbit movies came out. So maybe now that we have a real movie coming out, we can get a full theme revived and maybe get some of these sets remade. The next set we have is the Battle of Helm's Deep. This, if you couldn't tell earlier, easy S tier, probably the best set from, I mean, I guess Orthanc is there as well, but until they rebooted it, it was either this or Orthanc were the best set that they made, and I don't think it's really that close. You get Theoden, you get Gimli, you get Aragorn, you get a bunch of Uruk-hai, you get Legolas. Like, that Theoden figure is nuts too. Like, that figure was so ahead of its time. This is like the number one set. This and Orthanc that needs to be remade. Like, this, there's rumors of it being, like I said, the next year's like UCS scale set, not super reliable, so I don't know how likely that is, but I feel like it's pretty likely within the next year or two that we'll get Helm's Deep. Like, I've seen a couple rumors for either Helm's Deep or Edoras, the Golden Hall, and like I said, I don't know the reliability of either of those, but either of those would be awesome, and I would love the opposite 2 years from now. But this is a set that is desperately in need of a remake. The next set we have here is the Orc Forge. This is a really cool set. It's the only set we ever got Lurts in, and you get a bunch of Uruk-hai and Orcs. Looks like you get 4. Am I counting right? Yeah, you get 4 Orcs in the set, including Lurts. This set can go in A tier right behind the Witch King set. The last set we have for the original wave is the Tower of Orthanc, another set going in the S tier. Do I like it better than Helm's Deep? I don't think so. It's really close though. Oh, that's a tough choice. Let me look at the minifigs closer. You get Gandalf, you get Grima, you get an Orc, you get Saruman, and you get Uruk-hai. I think I'm gonna stick with Helm's Deep. I think the figures push that over the edge for me, especially that Theoden. But the Saruman figure is really nice as well. And I mean, the build is really cool, and this is one that I'd love to see remade to go with Barad-dûr. That would be an incredible look. But yeah, that is it for the old sets. We are now getting into the Revive theme from 2023, I believe was when Rivendell released. I hope I have that right. But I mean, these sets aren't going to take very long to rank. Rivendell, S tier. I mean, one of the most beautiful Lego sets ever made. I finished this a few days ago, and it is just absolutely beautiful. If you watch my top 10 sets of all time, I believe I had this at number 2. It's just incredible. Like, it it was a fun build. It looks absolutely beautiful. Has one of the best fig lineups we've ever gotten, and I mean, what else can I add to the conversation about the set? Like, everyone has it in their top 3 minimum. Like, it's just a incredible set. The next set is Barad-dûr. Again, if you watch that video, you know I had this set as my favorite set of all time. It is just the coolest looking Lego set of all time, and I don't think it's even really that close. This thing looks so cool on a shelf. It is absolutely menacing, and I just love it. And the figs are great. I will give it to Rivendell. Rivendell does have a better fig lineup, but in my opinion, Barad-dûr is just like the coolest looking Lego set ever, and I built this thing and I just stared at it for like 5 minutes. It was insane. The next set we have is the Shire. This one is definitely a step down when it comes to the UCS scale Lord of the Rings sets. I think I'll put it there in A tier. It's still a good set. It's just like it has too many side builds. It's a little overpriced. Like, the other Lord of the Rings sets, yes, they're expensive, but they don't feel like overpriced. Like, if you pay $460 for Barad-dûr, $500 for Rivendell, $650 for Minas Tirith, like, if you buy any of those, you feel like you're getting a good value. Like, there's not, they are expensive, but they feel worth it. I think that's like how I'm looking for this. $270 for the Shire is like, like, it's not a bad set, but it doesn't feel like super worth it like those other sets do. And overall, I just think it's like, if it was like 240, I think it could go in S tier with the rest of them. But like I said, it's just a bit of a step down, but it's not like awful by any means or anything. Like, it's still I mean, what's it gonna end? I mean, I'll just spoil it now. Minas Tirith is gonna go in the S tier, so it's ending in what, 8th place? Like, it's not a terrible set by any means. The Book Nook, this is one that I picked up. It actually looks really cool. It just has a lot of pieces that are dedicated to kind of nothing if you don't actually use it as a Book Nook. The Balrog is really cool. Gandalf is like kind of a common figure at this point. I think it can go B tier there. The Sauron helmet, I mean, this thing looks incredible. It has the Sauron minifigure, made it accessible for everyone to get if you don't want to buy Barad-dûr. I think it can go A tier right above the Goblin King set. It's a really, really cool looking helmet set. And I'm going to move this set out of D tier. I'm not leaving that alone in D tier. It's just like kind of boring, and I think these sets are better. Minas Tirith is the last set going in S tier. Again, if you watched my top 10 sets of all time video, all three of these, the Minas Tirith, Rivendell, and Barad-dûr, were in the top 4. So I love these sets. Only set that beat out one of these, you'll have to watch the video to see exactly where they placed, is the UCS AT-AT. But these 3 sets are 3 of my top 4 sets of all time. They are absolutely incredible. Minas Tirith was the first one of these large scale sets that I built, and it is just amazing. Like, the only thing holding it back from the other 2 is the fig lineup. If this thing had like 15 figs in it, like Rivendell does, I think Rivendell has 15. If this had like 15 to 20 figures in it, it would be number 1. Like, you just need more soldiers. You need, in my opinion, probably would have been nice to have the rest of the hobbits to get that full scene up top, and maybe a Witch King. Like, if you included all those, this set would probably be number 1. And yeah, it's still like one of the best sets ever made. I mean, yeah. If you couldn't tell, I love these sets. Sorry if I was screwing up some names or anything like that. Like I said, I'm not as well versed on this as I am Star Wars, but I try to be. And yeah, I think that's going to be my tier list for today. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment down below your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Bye.